Question 5. State the property of real numbers that justifies the following statements. Okay, before we go ahead and answer this question, I would like to go ahead and list 5 properties of real numbers here. Okay, and the first one is distributive property. Okay, and this property says that multiplication distributes across addition. Number 2, commutative property. Okay, we have commutative property of addition and commutative property of multiplication, and this property says that the terms commute. In other words, just switch places. Okay, number 3 is the associative property. Okay, so we also have associative property of addition and associative property of multiplication, and this property says that the terms are regrouped. Okay, number 4, additive identity property. Okay, additive identity property. This property says that you take a number, you add an element to it, and the result is unchanged. So for the addition, this element would be 0. Okay, number 5, multiplicative identity property. Okay, and this says that you take a number and you multiply it by some element and you get the same number back. And for the multiplicative identity, we have 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at our question now. For part A, I see that x has been distributed across y plus c, so this must be the distributive property. Part B, I see that I have x times 1, I get an unchanged result, but there's multiplication involved, so this must be the multiplicative identity property. Okay, part C, alright, I see I have 2 terms, x and y plus c, and on the other side of the equation I see y plus z times x, so all that has happened is these terms have switched places. So this would be the commutative property of multiplication, since we're dealing with multiplication. Okay, part D. Okay, so here I have one term, x, and then y plus z, and then on the other side of the equation I have y plus z plus x. I see all that has happened is these 2 terms have switched places, but this time we have addition. So this would be the commutative property of addition. Part E. Let's take a look at part E. Alright, here I see that I have x and y plus c. On the other side of the equation I have x plus z plus y. Okay, so I see the y plus z and z plus c, they've switched places. Putting y plus c or z plus y, z and the y have switched places. So in this case, this would be the commutative property also of addition, since we're dealing with addition. Alright, in part F, now here I see I have multiplication and addition, and I see the result. We have the distributed x across y plus c, so this would be the distributive property.